Mr. Chairman. Today, the committee votes on 3 nominees. Each of them, if confirmed, oversee the agency responsible for every single taxpayer dollar the government receives. Trump and his allies have intentionally turned the federal government into a black box when it comes to transparency and accountability. Earlier this year, Elon Musk and the Doge Brigade gained access to Treasury's internal payment systems. They house a trove of highly sensitive taxpayer data. It's still not clear who has access to that information or what they're doing with it. There is a certainty this morning, however. Taxpayer money is being moved around without any transparency or accountability. It's being spent on whatever Donald Trump wants to spend it on. And every single nominee the committee votes on today has been handpicked by Donald Trump to help him do this spending. The American people, back in 2024, voted to lower their costs for energy, for health care, for groceries. They certainly didn't vote for nearly $1 trillion in cuts to Medicaid so our Republican colleagues could cut taxes for corporations and the ultra-wealthy. They certainly didn't vote for health premiums to double. And they sure didn't vote for an authoritarian takeover of our cities, including my hometown of Portland, funded with their tax dollars. The Trump administration is using the American people's hard-earned money however it wants. Accountability be damned. Let me make some remarks briefly about the nominees. Jonathan Greenstein is nominated to be Deputy Undersecretary of Treasury for International Finance. Donald Korb is nominated to serve as Chief Counsel for the IRS. Mr. Korb will be integral to the IRS plan to share taxpayer information with the Department of Homeland Security to help the administration target immigrant communities. Lastly, Derek Theurer is nominated to serve as Deputy Undersecretary of Treasury. Just yesterday, the Treasury Department announced that Mr. Theurer would also be performing the duties of Deputy Treasury Secretary. He hadn't even been confirmed for the position he's nominated for, and Donald Trump has given him another high-ranking job within his administration. The responsibility of the head of the Treasury Legislative Affairs Office is to be responsive to the Congress. Having the same person in charge of legislative affairs also serve as Deputy Secretary guarantees that Trump's Treasury will be even less responsive to Congress than it already is. And it further demonstrates this administration's disdain for congressional authority. Each of these nominees has had the opportunity to show the committee and the public that if confirmed, they would stand up to the dangerous and harmful Trump agenda, an agenda that for 10 months has been making life harder and more expensive for working families and wreaked havoc on our economy. The administration is more focused on promoting unqualified yes people than public servants devoted to helping the American people. I'm going to close with this. There's another bit of breaking news. This week, Donald Trump made a decision to give another job title to Social Security Commissioner Frank Bisignano, CEO of the Internal Revenue Service, making Mr. Bisignano just a few job titles shy of Marco Rubio. Mr. Chairman, I gather he may hold the record, but Mr. Bisignano is picking up steam with more titles going to him. Let's be clear. The IRS does not have a CEO. It should have a commissioner dedicated to making sure American taxpayers get their refunds on time and going after wealthy tax cheats. Mr. Bisignano has spent his time at Social Security concocting new ways to cut Americans' hard-earned Social Security benefits and privatize the program. There's no doubt in my mind that if granted access to our country's treasury system and taxpayer dollars, he is going to do more damage that can't be undone. The American people deserve stable, trustworthy leadership at the IRS and at Treasury. I have no reason to believe that the nominees being voted on today will not just follow marching orders from Trump, and they will trample on the Constitution and help enrich Trump friends, just like everybody else he surrounded himself with. Mr. Chairman, I yield my time back. I urge my colleagues to vote no on each of these nominees.